Grace was a mother who became a taxi driver to support her son. Will she keep going? Here's her story. My name is Grace. I am a taxi driver. I drive all day. I drive all night. My hands are strong, my back is tired. My heart is heavy. This is my story. I was not always a taxi driver. I was a wife. I was a mother. I had a small home, a happy home. My husband Raj worked in a factory. He was kind. He worked hard. He brought food. He bought toys for our son Kabir. Kabir was 5 years old. He had big eyes. He had a sweet smile. He loved to run. He loved to play. He called me Ma 100 times a day. I was happy. I cooked food. I told stories. I sang songs. Raj and Kabir laughed. Our home was full of love. But one day everything changed. It was a cold evening. Raj went to work. He kissed my forehead. Take care, he said. I smiled, come home soon. But he never came home. I did not hear from him for days. He went somewhere, I don't know where, and he never sent any money. I waited. I called him. I searched everywhere, but there was no sign of him. Days passed. Weeks passed. There was no money, no food, no help. People said, Grace, find work. But who will give work to a woman like me? I knocked on many doors. No one opened. One day I saw a taxi. I had never driven before, but I had no choice. I learned. I practiced. I became a taxi driver. Now I drive every day. Morning, afternoon, night. People sit in my taxi. They talk. They laugh. Some are kind. Some are rude. I listen, I drive. But my heart is empty. Kabir is growing. He needs books, he needs clothes. I work hard. I count every rupee. But money is never enough. Some nights Kabir says, Ma, I am hungry. I give him food. I say, eat beta. But I do not eat. I drink water. I say, I am not hungry. But I am lying. One night a rich man sat in my taxi. He was on the phone. He said, I lost 10 lakh rupees in business. I looked at my hands. They were rough. My whole life was in these hands. And this man lost 10 lakh rupees like it was nothing. I wanted to cry. One day Kabir came home from school. He was sad. I asked what happened, beta. He said, Ma, my friends have new shoes, I have old shoes. I held his hands. I said, one day I will buy you new shoes. That night I drove more. I worked more. But I still had no money for new shoes. I cried. Life is hard. People do not respect me. Some men laugh. Look, a woman taxi driver. Some men are bad. They say bad words. They touch my hand. I feel scared, but I keep driving. For Kabir, for my son. One day a little girl sat in my taxi. She smiled. Auntie, you drive very well. I smiled. Thank you, beta. She gave me a chocolate. Take this, auntie. I took it. I cried. Not because of sadness, but because of kindness. Life is still tough, but I am strong. I am a mother. I am a fighter. I am a taxi driver. And I will keep driving. For my son. For my Kabir.